Yo, what's up everybody? It's Manuel, back again with another video. And this time we're diving headfirst into the world of voice assistants. I mean, these things have blown up, right? They're everywhere. From our phones to our homes, we've got these digital buddies ready to help us out with a simple, hey. Okay, but with so many options out there, Alexa, Google Assistant, Siri, it can be tough to know which one is right for you. That's what we're here to figure out. We're going to break down each assistant, their strengths, maybe some things they don't do as well. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which one deserves a spot in your life. So whether you're a tech whiz or just curious about dipping your toes into the voice assistant world, stick around. Things are about to get interesting. Let's get started. All right, before we get into the nitty-gritty of comparing these assistants, let's take a step back. What exactly a voice assistant? At their core, they're like those super smart computer programs you see in sci-fi movies. But instead of being decades away, they're chilling in our pockets and living rooms. These assistants are powered by artificial intelligence, or AI for short. That means they can actually understand what you're saying, not just recognize specific commands. Think about it. You can talk to them naturally like you would a friend, and they get what you mean. But how do they actually that? Well, it all comes down to this thing called natural language processing, or NLP. It's a fancy way of saying that these assistants can break down human language, understand the context, and then actually something based on what you said. So you can ask your assistant something like that, hey, what's the weather looking like today? And it knows to check your location, access weather data, and give you a forecast, all in a matter of seconds. These assistants are like digital Swiss Army knives. They can set reminders, play your favorite tunes, make calls, send texts, you name it, they probably do it. And the best part, you control it all with just your voice. Okay, so now that we've got the basics down, let's meet the players, shall we? In the world of voice assistants, there are a few big names that dominate the game. You've probably heard of them: Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, Apple's Siri, Microsoft Cortana, and Samsung's Bixby. First up, we've got Alexa, the voice behind those ubiquitous Amazon Echo devices. Alexa's like that friend who can walk into any party and instantly fit in. She's super compatible with tons of smart home gadgets. So if you're all about that connected life, Alexa's probably your girl. Next, we have Google Assistant, the brains behind Google Home devices and a staple on Android phones. This one's like that friend who always has the answer, no matter how obscure the question. Google Assistant is known for its crazy good search capabilities and its ability to understand what you mean, even when you don't say it directly. Then there's Siri, Apple's own voice assistant. Siri's all about that seamless Apple life. She's built into iPhones, Macs, iPads, you name it. And if you're deep in the Apple ecosystem, Siri's got your back. Microsoft's Cortana is more like that friend who's super organized and always on top of their game. She's become more of a productivity powerhouse, integrated into Windows and Microsoft 365, so if you're all about efficiency, Cortana might be your new BFF. Okay, now for the fun part, let's pit these assistants against each other in a battle of the features. First up, smart home control. If you're all about that automated life, Alexa is tough to beat. She plays nice with a ridiculous number of smart home devices, so you can control your lights, thermostat, even your coffee maker, all with just your voice. But Google Assistant isn't far behind. She's constantly expanding her smart home compatibility, and with Google's expertise in search and AI, she can sometimes even understand those more complex commands that might trip up other assistants. When it comes to understanding you and your weird quirks, Google Assistant takes the cake. Google's been in the language game for ages, and that experience shows. Google Assistant excels at understanding context and interpreting what you to say, even if you didn't say it perfectly. Siri, on the other hand, shines when it comes to that signature Apple integration. If you live and breathe Apple products, Siri's your girl. She can seamlessly control your Apple devices, pull up information from your apps, and even make suggestions based on your usage patterns. Cortana, true to her nature, is all about getting stuff done. She's integrated with Microsoft's productivity suite so she can schedule meetings, set reminders, and even read your emails aloud. If you're a productivity junkie, Cortana's got your back. All right, let's bring this down to earth a bit. How do these voice assistants actually play out in the real world? Let's say you're throwing a party. With Alexa, you can just shout, "Alexa, set the mood for a party," and she'll dim the lights, cue up your party playlist, and even order you a pizza if you're feeling extra. Now imagine you're planning a trip. Google Assistant can be your ultimate travel buddy. She can find the cheapest flights, give you real-time traffic updates, and even suggest cool restaurants and attractions based on your interests. It's like having a personal travel agent in your pocket. Let's say you're swamped at work and need to schedule a meeting. Siri can handle that without breaking a sweat. Just tell her to schedule a meeting with the person's name tomorrow at 2 p.m. and she'll make it happen. Cortana, as you might expect, excels in the workplace. She can set reminders for important deadlines, manage your to-do list, and even pull up relevant documents from your OneDrive. She's like that super efficient assistant who always keeps you on track. Okay, so we've talked about all the cool things voice assistants can do, but it's important to address the elephant in the room: privacy and security. These assistants are listening to a lot of what we say, and that raises some valid concerns. First off, data collection. Most voice assistants collect data about your usage patterns, preferences, and even the things you say. They use this data to improve their services and provide more personalized experiences, but it's important to be aware of what data is being collected and how it's being used. Then there's the issue of voice recordings. Did you know that most voice assistants store your voice commands? It's true. The good news is that most companies allow you to review and delete these recordings, but many people don't even realize this feature exists. And like any device connected to the internet, voice assistants can be vulnerable to hacking. If someone gains access to your assistant, they could potentially control your smart home devices, access your personal information, and even listen in on your conversations. So, there you have it, a deep dive into the world of voice assistants. These digital companions are changing the way we used to interact with technology, making our lives easier, more connected, and honestly, just more fun. From controlling our smart homes to boosting our productivity, each assistant brings something unique to the table. The best one for you depends on your individual needs, preferences, and even your comfort level with technology. Have you tried any of these voice assistants? Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech breakdowns and reviews. Until next time, stay curious.